I am now in the park in Urumqi. This is a Urumqi children's park, and this is the last day of my XinJiang trip, and I thought I'd wrap it up with a summary, walk and talk in the park about the experience. So, I just did 14 pull-ups, so I'm a bit breathless. Alright. So also the past 4 days since 2nd of April, I had not had a shave, so look a little bit out of sorts, but that's just part of the job. Had to travel light, had with me only a backpack, change of clothes, basically just one set, two shirts. I got 2 shirts, 2 jackets, thin jackets, and 1 down jacket because I saw that the weather could be as cold as like 0 degrees. So I make sure I got my down jacket prepared, as I don't want to be freezing for the 4 days, right? So that's what I did. But in the end, as you can see right now, it's pretty sunny, and I'm in t-shirts. That's because the sun is up and it's not as cold. But once we are out of the sun and in the shade, I like to put that layer back on, that 1 layer of jacket. So 2 jackets, 2 shirts, trusty pair of jeans, and some Timberland boots. And you can see in the background there's workers who are keeping the park clean from dead leaves. So as I was saying, I was traveling light, and then I got my camera, my Olympus Micro Four Thirds camera, as well as this Sony ZV-1 that I'm doing these videos with. So the camera was primarily to capture still photos, and I love taking still shots of people. So my personal expedition here in XinJiang is to see for myself the area, see for myself the people. As you can see in the background, there's families and children. So basically, I've been taking stills of what I saw. Right, I've been taking stills of what I saw, and I'm putting those stills back into a video, which I will be releasing. Now, this video is going to be in 3 parts. The first part is going to be about my experiences in Urumqi. The second one would be in Khasgar, and the third one, to wrap it off, would be the one in HoTan. So in total, I was here from April 2nd till April 5th. My experience in XinJiang has been mostly a positive one. There are some, I wouldn't say negative experiences, just maybe some experiences that were not as positive, and mostly is down to security. If you take out the security portion out, this place would be like any other free place in the world, in China, in my opinion, with a vast area which is mostly barren land, desert, gravel. We'll see that in the videos coming up. It is important, and it's an important area because it has the cotton fields. It's producing, what's the word for it? There's a term for this, I gotta check it out. I learned it back in geography, where a country produces like important crops. So cotton is one of them, and I also learned that tomatoes is another, and they also have certain other wood. They're also growing lots of wood for furniture and construction. So XinJiang is the biggest province in China. Although it's the biggest, but it has most of it being barren land. It borders many countries, and hence there is security concern. There has been history in XinJiang that you can read up from reliable sources, and all these coupled together makes XinJiang more misunderstood than it actually is. It is a very simple place with different ethnic groups living together. Nothing different from most places in the world, in my opinion. I come from Singapore, where we have different ethnic groups living together in harmony, and that's the word, harmony. Where I grew up from, when I grew up, I didn't even realize that there's a difference, that he's Malay, he's Indian. I know there's a beautiful Malay food, nasi lemak, mee soto, right? Satay, this kind of stuff. And then in Indian food, I love the Indian rojak. I love the curries, the masala chicken. Sorry guys, I was actually talking about something and my battery went out of power. So I got to change the battery and now I'm continuing again. So I was talking about the Indian food that I love, the biryani rice. So again, when I was growing up in Singapore, I didn't realize that, there is such thing as different races per se. I just know that we're all equal. We're just, different races, but same, right? So that was how I was growing up. But of course, as I became older and started traveling abroad, the first time I experienced, sort of racism was in Western countries, one in Australia and one in the States. So I can, briefly just tell you that when I was in the US and I was traveling with my mom and dad, we boarded a bus. I think it was some sort of a Greyhound. My mom and dad were sitting in front of me and I was sitting beside a white lady. The moment I sat down, she got up and sat somewhere else. So that's the first time I actually felt like, whoa, what did I do wrong? But anyways, this video is not about that. This video is about XinJiang, and as I was saying, it's about different ethnic groups living together, and it just is more so here in XinJiang than other places in China. When something is different, when how should I say this? Let me put it this way. When I am here, and as much good intention as I have, just coming here to experience the place, enjoy the culture, try the food, and capture my own photography of beautiful people as portraits. They don't know me. The people in Urumqi, in Khasgar, in HoTan that sort of interacted with me and my camera don't know me, and they can be excused, right? They can be excused to think that I might be having some sinister motives for doing all this. So until you open up, until you bridge, as Cyrus Jensen always said, building bridges. So unless and until you build that bridge and start to be the first one to reach out, if I don't reach out, the other person might reach out or might not. So if I know that's the case, and if I am the one building the bridges, then I'll be the first one to reach out. So when I reached out and started a conversation, slowly but surely they responded back. And I can tell you the children in XinJiang are the most adorable, friendly, brave, bright, and unafraid. The moment you can flash a smile, they will flash the smile right back at you, which is evident in the pictures that I take. So again, this is a children's park. There are children playing behind me. Today is still, I think, in the Qingming holidays, so even though it's a Monday, they're out in the park. I'm not sure about the rest of the situation, the rest of the schools, but from what little I know, I can see children in the park, and I can tell you that at least there's a holiday and they're here. If you like what I'm doing, the way I engage or the way I approach critical thinking on certain issues, please consider to subscribe to my channel. That's Noel Lee. hit that like button if you think this video is something that you like, or you can always put that thumbs down. If we share that common, if we share, the kid just fell down. If we share a common passion for humanity, for peace, for kindness, for love, and for all things beautiful, then subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll be back editing those videos. Hope to share them with you really soon. In the meantime, take care and I'll see you guys, right?